Hello and welcome to all you Aquarians. This is your monthly horoscope for October of 2020. 5-minute reading, concise, precise, concrete, and I think three things are quite important during the month of October. First of all, the Mercury retrograde, and especially for you Aquarians, as you are a fixed sign, and this retrograde is happening in another fixed sign of Scorpio. Second, of course, the same old story, Mars retrograde. I'll be touching upon that a tiny little bit. And a very, very nice energy flow between Venus and Virgo, trining the Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn conjunction in Capricorn. Let's have a look at what is this all about. Now, first of all, the Mercury retrograde is very significant for you Aquarians, as this is happening in key areas of your life. This Mercury is the planet of communication, the planet of thinking. So your mind will be where during this month, in particular, your public life. So that could mean, when you're not working, it could mean how other people see you. But for lots of you, this is about work. Mercury around and about the 15th is going backwards at 11 degrees of Scorpio. So that has to do with a reassessing work, reassessing your, the piece that you contribute to the world. And you're thinking about this. You're thinking about, and deeply, because it's in Scorpio. But guess what? It's not only the retrograde that will take place, but also it is going to bump 3 times to Uranus. So you're going to have Mercury opposite Uranus in your 4th house 3 times. That is very significant. And that is happening on the 7th of October, 20th of October, and the 18th of November. So these dates are really, really significant of information, some things that maybe were hidden for you before. Information that comes to you like a sudden it gives you a sudden liberation, a piece of the puzzle that you were missing, considering work, but also considering your home life. So for a lot of Aquarians, the things that they were unsure about, the things that they did not know where it's heading, the answers are coming. And the answers are coming like big waves. And it is only after the last part, when Mercury has hit for the 3rd time Uranus, which will be on the 18th of November, that you know your direction when it comes to your home life and when it comes to work. So you could be reassessing work, and that is the time that it needs to change and to transform. Very beautiful if you really want to do that. If you really think like, yeah, my work is not going well, you have a pocket of time here where you can make big changes. And but the same for work. Uranus in your 4th house is restless energy when it comes to your home life, and there could be some stuff that are revealed now also on an emotional level, because the 4th house is not only your home, it's also your emotions. So there could be stuff bubbling up. You could be saying something that is really significant, and that turns the world a bit upside down at home or at work or both. So there is definitely insights coming for you. If that is what you've been looking for quite a while, don't panic. It's coming. It's coming for sure. And some big changes as well if you want to go, if you want to do that. You have your free will. But of course, things are how they are. Now, a lovely energy that I really, really like for the Aquarians is Venus in your 8th house, Venus in Virgo, trining Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn in your 12th house. Now, what is that all about? That is something really, really concrete in very watery houses and very emotional houses. It could mean a love interest. It could mean a love interest that's very private, that's very behind the scenes, and you're really, really enjoying that. It could also mean more intimacy. If you've been wanting some more intimate, more intimacy in your relationship, more on a spiritual level almost, it's on. You're gonna get it for sure. Could also mean money. Venus in the 8th house, you could attract some money, or you could attract resources of other people. So really, really interesting energy, and especially because it's linked to the 12th house, which is the unconscious. So very smooth energy, but in a very practical way. So if you have been having a bit of a hard time with all the changes that are happening, this can be some smoothing and more grounding effect on you. What else? Now, of course, same old with the Mars retrograde. So I made a separate video, Mars retrograde for the sign of Aquarius. If you want to know a bit more about that, check out that video. But it's same old, it's same old. So a lot of Aquarians want to go forwards in that 3rd house. So that could be learning something new. Or learning something new that they've been wanting for a long time, or they have been learning in the past and now they're relearning it. But it's a lot of unconscious barriers there, so to speak, and it's not easy to reveal those barriers because they're unconscious. But again, that Venus in the 8th house, which is also a deep psychological house, by deep psychological research, so to speak, delving deep into yourself, you can find some answers now. So those of you who've been wanting to go forwards with a study, and now with the energy of going backwards can really mean that yes, you can go back to a study that you've done before. I see it a lot happening with Mars in the 3rd house retrograde, and also Mars in the 9th house retrograde. A lot of people who study something that they already studied before. So that could be happening, and with its frictions, of course, and with its focus that you really, really need. But for some of you, this has to do with your communication. You want to go forwards and you want to say what you need to say, Mars in Aries in the 3rd house, but you feel blocked. And that blockage, again, is a very unconscious blockage. So it's up to you. You are having time here to delve deep and what it is, why you are holding yourself back. But whatever it is, it's there for a reason, that blockage. The universe is very smart. So don't try to fight too much the blockage, because it's going to make you very unhappy. And on another level, it has to do with short trips that might be still delayed, or it could have to do with siblings, your connections with siblings that are a bit like, you want to go forwards, but you're holding yourself back, and with neighbors as well. But whatever it is, keep on going. Listen to the universe. When you feel that you're going too far, pause a little bit, and then this Mars retrograde is not going to last forever. It seems like that, but it isn't. And having said that, this is a really interesting month. I think, yes, on a relationship level, definitely also getting a bit more intimacy there. If you want, that is certainly on the menu. Having said that, thank you so much for watching, and see you next month. Bye-bye.